Welcome back to part 12 of Campaign Vicious Circles. Not much to say, really. Other than me wanting to get right into the action. Just finished watching a little bit of the Dota 2 Lima Major, and I'm ready to go from 1735 to wherever we can go. We can go off to the stars, maybe. What I do want to go over first, for at least a couple minutes, is the age abilities for the Age of Revolutions, since this is the final age, and that most nations are going to be unlocking a lot of abilities here, and some that are really influential. So I'll just go over, let's say, 5 of them. Sevlion, the one we're looking at right now, has Scurvy Cured, which gets them naval attrition going down, and attrition when loaded on ships going down by a lot. Royal Navy, so heavy ships cost less and they get more naval tradition. They can also get stuff like an additional diplomat, which means they'll get more diplomatic reputation and an additional diplomat, of course. They can get quick landings, which is movement speed on and off ships, plus 50%, which, you know, the AI already has troubles with naval invasion, so that could really help. And they can get stuff like, well, let's see, that's very general. International missions. So if they're going for that zealous route, they will get more tolerance of the true faith. They will be less tolerant of heretics and heathens, and they will get faster institution spread in true faith provinces. Cost of enforcing religion through war is reduced, and missionary maintenance goes down. And on top of that, they get missionary strength versus heathens plus 3%, and an additional missionary. So, like, theocracies will love that. And of course, you can get a generic one like scientific innovations that reduces all power costs by 2.5% and increases institution spread by 20%. So, you know, it's a lot of these age abilities are really worth picking up. Seleucids took Royal Navy and quick landings. Indian Romans took Scurvy Cured, improved artillery range. Royal Navy, quick landings, and we'll check out one more. We'll check out Ling Sang. They took quick landings and Royal Navy. So yeah, it is going to be well and good as we head off into the sunset of 1735. Current wars, my boys. Current wars. Yeah, Takeda is going against Kikunja. Imperium against Alaska, Indian Romans against Saka, and, well, we can see that Saka can't put up much of a fight. And then the trans people are getting picked on. I did say that if Saka can quell the Indian Romans invading from here, from the Korean Peninsula, that they would be able to stop this invasion in earnest, probably. But it doesn't seem like it. Shenyang is looking like it's going to go down. Maybe. That siege is going to take a while Tunhe is going to get unsieged pretty quickly. So Saka has the ability to swing down south here and strike at Shenyang. That siege is done. Are they going to go for it, though? I think they are. Man? Huh? What are you doing? The target is not here. Well, I mean, multitasking, so I guess. Indian Romans are also in Saka's lands of Japan, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go. That war is going to be a bit of a slow burn. Alaska's dead. Alaska is oh, yeah, boy, we got it. We got it. The alliance is dead. Sorry, I had to turn off my microphone to cough there, but oh, they're actually going to the giants of the Americas clashing. I don't know if they're actually going to ally after this. Let's see. Neutral. Hostile. Okay. I don't think they're ever getting back together. let it be known that part 12 is when the villains parted ways. Stein is putting up a bold front there, invading all across the Great Plains. Imperium, what are you gonna do? You're invading through Florida? This is red versus blue, man. Granted, the colors are a little skewed. This is more of a pinkish red, and this is more of a dull blue, but still, you get the point. Oh, the Imperium got pieced out. What is this? So early. At the very least, though, the alliance is broken, and the Imperium has rivaled Stein, so that alliance is dead in the water. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens here now. I'm very curious. The Indian Romans have successfully taken a decent chunk out of Saka, so it's not looking good for the Eastern Saka. The Landsknechts, oh my goodness. Landsknechts and Taker and the Imperium are going in on Napoleonic Italy, the Low Countries, and Dacia. That's bold. That is very bold. Like, hold on, let's see, what independence? Encore. Okay. Like, you're firing things up, Landsknechts. You're strutting your stuff. Granted, you got 750,000 to work with, and how do you just? Can the coalition stop you? I don't know. Like the Low Countries, they're in a very tough fucking position. The Imperium is obviously going to take care of the Americas. Low Countries down here, they're allied with the Lynch. Yes, okay. Like, the Imperium has the Americas covered. That much is clear. Oh, oh, I thought I saw some. Did I see an army die there? I think I did. Napoleonic Italy, Low Countries, and Dacia. I believe that Napoleonic Italy and the Low Countries can fight this off if they coordinate and they're fast enough, but Amsterdam is getting sieged down already. Granted, the defensiveness of the Low Countries is pretty good. 20% is going to add at least a few days onto each siege, but it's not going to make it endless. Landsknechts outclass the Low Countries in every single way. Low Countries against Taker. Taker has way better discipline, lacks a tiny bit of morale, but like Taker, they basically can stomp over the Low Countries if it's an equal numbers fight. Napoleonic Italy, I'm very curious. Napoleonic Italy's quality is just not up to snuff. They only no, they are worse than the Landsknechts in every single way. Damn. Okay, riddle me this. What the fuck do they have going on here? Quantity. So the quantity ideas. That's. Oh, this. There's that 10% discipline. And these policies, discipline, morale of armies, discipline, morale of armies. They're just stacking it up. Jesus fuck. What does one do? I mean, look at this, Dacia. Like, no one stacked military shit as much as the Landsknechts. And it's paying off for them. Good God. Do I have to ban the Prussian government form? Because, I mean, that governing capacity minus 50%, that doesn't do much, does it? No, they're actually riding their... they are riding their governing capacity. Just barely. But at the same time, they're reforming... They're using their government reform progress all the time to expand their administration, so... does it really matter that they're riding high at their governing cost or governing cap? I don't think it does. Is there any other wars going? No, this is the main event, folks. You came into the 1700s. You were looking for a war. This is your war. Look at that horde of yellow. It's just like it's an infestation that's spreading. They've hit 10 morale. They've hit 10 fucking morale. Like, Napoleonic Italy, do you have anything that can compete? Oh shit, the revolution's here. Discipline, morale. Not really. They don't have anything that competes. Where did the revolution start? Can I... Do we know? Do we have... Oh, yeah, it started right here. Right in Mantua. Part of Argentina. Let's see. So the Landsknets are actually losing troops at a fairly rapid rate because they have no manpower. Napoleonic Italy, Dacia, and the Low Countries have some manpower, and so does Taker, but there isn't anything else for the Landsknets. If the Landsknets keep bleeding troops, maybe even getting stack wiped in stupid fights, they could be close to cracking over time. But if they clump up, no. Damn, that caramel. I mean, that scented candle smells good. It's like cinnamon caramel or some shit. It's, I fucking love it. Veridity doesn't get high on his recordings. Of course not. Unless you count the scented candles as getting high. What were you at war with, Taker? Oh, the Landsknets, right. Oh, even Napoleonic Italy is putting the pressure in North Africa. Interesting. Yeah, Taker is going to be stretched to its limits with this. Tell me, where are your armies at, Taker? So they're going international with their shit. They're not really focusing on the war in Europe at all. It's a bit of a strange notion for them to not focus, because you're leaving the Landsknets out to dry because of this. And the longer it takes for the Landsknets to win and take Roma, I believe it's Roma? No, it's... Where's your capital? It's Lucca. So the longer it takes for them to get to Lucca, the more war score goes in the favor of Napoleonic Italy. Holland is, like, even with Amsterdam siege down, like, they still want to, like, stick it to the enemy. Can you break through the straits, maybe? Napoleonic Italy? Maybe. Landsknets, they're down to around 400,000. They're bleeding. The Italians and the Dacians and the Dutch have smelled blood in the water. They know that the Landsknets are not invulnerable. And Taker is just, like, they're waiting for their troops to come online in Italy. That manpower is dwindling. Landsknets, can you make a push into Dacia? That was a failed battle. Dacia's pushing back. Low Countries is getting... Oof, I don't want to... How's that war exhaustion doing for you, boy? The boy that is Low Countries is really suffering that war exhaustion. And they're slowly going into debt. They might peace out soon, which would be a great benefit to the Landsknets. Milan is under siege by the Landsknets. Oh, they want it. They want this to be... Oh my god, the Landsknets. What the fuck? They're lifting the siege of Milan, but... Where are the Landsknets? Oh, revolutionaries. That's an issue they're going to want to take care of. The AI does prioritize that. It's going to distract them. Do they want to get Takar out of this war? Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Takar is actually making their way up. Argaia is going after Wakanda. Wakanda is allied with Kikonja, so Kikonja is in this too, so maybe Wakanda stands a chance? I'm not entirely sure. Western Sokka is invading Eastern Sokka again. I anticipate it is going to be heavily one-sided. Is this alliance dead still? You're damn right it is. Although Steid stands alone. No one wants to be friends with Steid for some reason. I didn't even see this. The trans pirates got devoured. Napoleonic Italy said, these trans people in Greenland need to go. Watch YouTube's algorithm analyzes that shit and then flags me for transphobia. It's in the game, YouTube. It's not me, actually. Jesus Christ. This just in. Verinity Void cancelled for offensiveness in video game. No leader in either side. Takar lacks that morale, but they got the discipline and they got the tactics. Man, Napoleonic Italy, your manpower is doing really well. So is Dacia's. Low Countries is nearly out of this war, though, I can tell. The Low Countries cannot withstand this ticking war exhaustion. It's really aching. Oh no! I just saw. Holy sh! They're at minus. My forehead. My forehead was on my keyboard for a second. What the fuck? They've gone revolutionary. So Gun is at 10% discipline from your government reform. So good luck with this war now. You got a bunch of manpower. That's really great. Yeah, you got a lot of unrest. Sheesh. Where's that? What's that discipline at? 127%? They got... Yeah. The Landsknets are about to get humbled, I think. Sure, Low Countries, they're out. That was a given. But Napoleonic Italy, suddenly the... Oh my god, look at all that go. We're going to lower it down to speed 3. Suddenly the military playing field is a lot more even. Just looking at this, exactly. The discipline is much more even. Use that manpower wisely, Landsknets. Because Napoleonic Italy is still here. They're ready to rumble. The Low Countries may be out, but Dacia isn't out, and neither are the Italians. Dacia, remember, fields around 200,000. They're not a pushover. If the Landsknet's dedicated to pushing into Dacia, yeah, they could take them out of the war. But then that leaves, like, this entire region open to being invaded by Napoleonic Italy. Obviously, don't want that to happen. Morale may be on Landsknet's side, but that discipline, not anymore, man. Not anymore. Any other wars going on? Yeah, Eastern Sokka is getting partitioned at this point. It's sad. I wish there was something that Eastern Sokka could do, but they got no allies. They really don't. Even Japan is jumping in on this. Or, well, Japan is allied with Western Sokka, so that tells you what needs to be told. Dacia's making a push to the Baltics, maybe. the Landsknets, like, push into Italy? Can they get to Lucca? It might be possible. It might. Yeah, the Italians just got defeated just past the Alpine passes. Careful now. Maybe the revolution instilled renewed vigor into the Landsknets, but they're still at -2 stability. Okay, peace was signed. I think Napoleonic Italy got like a province or two. Yeah, they got, what is this? Saint Gallen. That's it. Undoubtedly, though, this was an actual loss for the Landsknets in more ways than just one. They lost that military superiority. They really did. Because that government reform, that Prussian government reform, that was like the only thing giving them a solid like discipline advantage over everyone else. Without it, nah, nothing. The playing field is much more even. Lune is allied with Seleucus, Atlantis, Imperium, and Bosnia. Get that situation under control, Landsknets. I didn't even notice that, like, Kikonja can be invaded by both Orgaia and Sevlion if they choose to. If they so choose. Oh, and I did rename this to New Solana, so you know. The Gennarian Empire is actually still around, which is pretty cool. They're not being picked on by anyone. They have an ally in Taker. You know, they're pretty safe. They're pretty safe. I don't appreciate too much that we're witnessing the slow death of Eastern Saka. I'm getting confused with my names, as you can tell. But this is just what happens. No allies, no means of fighting back. Why are you colonizing here of all places, man? Like, you can colonize here, you know, connect up this land a little bit more. You know, there's other places, but no, we're just gonna extend over here into India. Why not? You know, I don't understand it. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Go after Kikonja again. See, the question is not why. The question is why not. Nizhny, you're allied with Sevlion, Taklemata. Taklemata's not been in a single fucking war either. Maybe like one war this entire campaign, but other than that, they have been peaceful. Excuse me. Yakut is down. That's ticking war score, I do believe. Yes, it is. Indian Romans are actually getting this the subcontinent filled out pretty nicely. I expect by the end of the campaign, like, we'll have these holes filled, these potholes taken out. Now, by the end of the campaign, if we're going to see Seleucus actually, I don't know, go to war with a major power again, I'm not sure. It's only a matter of time before these two giants slug it out again. Sevlion is going for Mexico. Republica is somehow still in this and fielding a decent army. Their independence is guaranteed by the Indian Roman Empire, so... Okay. You know? I guess. Zheng He, if he had balls, they're just chilling. I can imagine people just passing by like, what the fuck's up with these guys? They're just chilling. They fiercely defend their coastline, but I mean, no one wants to conquer them, so it's just they're chilling. That's it. Are you finally stable again? Yes, you are. So the Landsknet's finally stable again. They're getting their numbers back up. So I think what we also found out about that war, let me just stretch, is that if the war is multi-sided, as in the Landsknets have to fight in the north and the south, for example, they can be divvied up and distracted almost. Because Dacia and Napoleonic Italy made effective use of the distraction that was the Low Countries Republic and pushed into the south, and were pushing into Takesh slightly. North Africa was securely in Napoleonic Italy's hands, and Dacia was trying to push into the Baltic. But if the war is not multi-sided like that, it pretty much just goes in the favor of the Landsknets. Look at that. Look at that shit. Western Saka, the Scythians, have taken over the Siberian lands. And it's all dangry from here. Let's actually take a look at the religious map. Ugh, there's so much Catholicism. Jesus, fuck. Orthodox, Thracian, Protestant, Catholicism, Celtic, Hussite, a mishmash of shit. Fetishist, Hussite, Catholic mixed with Coptic and Hellenic and Fraticelli, and Catholic, and Totemist. I think we're definitely gonna have like most of the map filled out by the end of this campaign, which will be good. Kikonja. Takea is basically gifting you this land at this point because they're not sending any armies over. How far? They're actually catching up. Kikonja is almost caught up with tech. That's good to see. Argaia is close to like taking the hold of most of West Africa. Do they have any forts down here? Let me see that fort map mode. Fort level. They got a couple, but nothing huge. Fort level 2, level 4, level 8, level 8. There's some down here though. Like Atlantis was building forts left and right. And so was Wakanda and the Ptolemies. Level 9, what? Oh, it's a capital city, that's why. Fortifications dot the landscape. Oh, the Indian Romans are going in again. No one's surprised by this. Ling Sang took over most of Korea. I don't know, this might be a shorter part than last time. We'll see. That war was, I don't know, that took the energy out of me. Then again, I did just eat, so you know, food coma might be coming into effect. I mean, Takeda, you're not going after Kikonja, so that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get fucked. You're losing out on that land. Afrique, you're only allied with the Imperium. I have to expect that, like, the Imperium wants to vassalize Afrique, but they can't. We actually have not looked at the Dynasty map modes. Can I look at the Dynasty map modes? Nope. Actually, Devastation would be interesting to look at. no provinces are really too devastated. I mean, the lands in Western Manchuria definitely are. Yeah, there's not too much. Actually, we can see how the revolution is spreading. So it's slowly spreading throughout Europe, but I'm just surprised that the Landsknets embraced the revolution or had it forced on them. That was completely unexpected for me. There's no wars going on right now, man. Other than the obvious ones. Ptolemy is trying to be a thorn in the side of the Seleucids some more by taking land in Arabia. Then again, there's not really much else the Ptolemies can go for. Other that it's just Arabia. They can go for down here a little bit, but it's not much. How much manpower do they gain per? They gain a decent amount every month, but they need to manage their finances. Yep, all level 5 advisors. But that discipline, man, it's no longer what it used to be. What are your expenses? You have so many admirals. Man. But see, they don't have, they're fine. They don't have no worries about upkeep. Yo, that's so much. What the fuck? Oh, he's a 656, that's why. Why do you have Dreams of Liberty? That's why. Oh, the Imperium is actually supporting the independence of various nations. Oh shit. Semblion, Brazil, okay. Low Countries, nope. Nope. Really, it's only Semblion, Brazil that has someone supporting their independence. What the hell? What is this? Oh, that must have been São Paulo, okay. So then they probably, yeah, they only have claims, not cores. I gotcha, I gotcha. Verenity Void has got you. He sees. He knows. Yeah, it's a slow and somber end to Eastern Saka. Could you please, if I may ask, Ling Sang, fill this, and this? It is a humble request. I still like look over here and I just wonder, like, where's that border between Lysimachus and Napoleonic Italy again? Where is it again? I just mentally have to think about it for a little bit. Actually, let's check out the institutions because one just spawned. It's industrialism. Right? Right? Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm pretty. No, it hasn't spawned yet. That's supposed to spawn at least. We'll get it soon enough. So Napoleonic Italy, those reserves are going up. Landsknets have them reserves going up. Everyone that was involved is in a state of recovery. Novgorod is suddenly struggling for allies. They only have Castilla. And Nizhny isn't suffering. They have plenty of allies. Ptolemies. They're guaranteeing Africa. They have Atlantis, Dacia, and the Indian Romans as an ally. So if the Seleucids ever want to go to war with the Ptolemies, they're entangling themselves with the Indian Romans. But Seleucids have Lingsang, Castilla, and Lund to back them up. Giants of East Asia. By Giants of East Asia, I meant Indian Romans and Lingsang. Of course. No wars. Alright, peace in Europe. Peace in Europe. Really? No, there's a lot of coal in Europe. No one has a furnace. You can build a furnace. What's the holdup? Well, what the fuck? Oh, they're going for down here. Simpleon is taking the scraps. They're taking whatever else they can get. I respect it. They have 4 colonists. They're competing for everything. What was the previous part? What did we go to? 1735. We'll try to go at least 20 years. We had to slow down to speed 3 though for that bit of time, because when a war that big goes on, like, I don't want it to be too laggy, so speed 3 it is. EU4's engine isn't the greatest as it is. It's a fairly old game at this point. But god damn it, I still play it, and so do many others. Really? Really? After the colonial nation forms, it's like, oh, this is mine. Thank you for reserving this land for me. Dick. If they used to go to war, man, like, it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's just, they're both, what's it called? High American. Okay. Cool, I guess. Yeah, there's just not much going on. Everyone's going after me. I pull up the tab for current wars, and it's just, ah yes, the partition of República de la Estrella. Convergence, Java. Taker. Low Countries, Imperium, Seleucus and Company, Sevlion. They're all imperialist wars too. They're all going for right here. The most wanted nation in the world, República de la Estrella, with their leader, Captain and Defender Lope de Silva. I'm sure the Indian Romans would be on this too if the truce wasn't there. Seleucids are down here, actually. The Seleucids are the first to the gold mine, or the ruby mine, I guess, if we're going by map color. What were the national ideas again? It doesn't matter anyways. The only thing that would have mattered is like naval combat off owned coast, but the República doesn't have a navy to withstand anything, so they could actually pull these forces together and try to go after the Seleucids, but there's nothing. It's not feasible since they can't transport their troops. Oh, Orgaya is now going after Kikonja again. Let's see what you got, Orgaya. Sevlion is it? Oh. Oh. Excuse me. Stein, you want to go after Orgaya? For what? This is a straight-up imperialist war from Stein against Orgaya. What do you plan on doing? Orgaya has no lands over here, and Stein has no lands outside of the Americas. So what is this war for? I'm genuinely just... What's going on? Everyone's lining up to take pot shots at the República de la Estrella. Look at this shit. Oh, this is a little mean. It's a little. Orgaya shouldn't have an issue over here. And if Sevlion like sends in their troops, they shouldn't have an issue either. Oh no, Sevlion's not even involved. But Stein is going against quite a bit. But then again, Stein can't even get down here to South America, so what are we to make of this? Yeah, like, Stein's navy doesn't even compete. 482, like, they, in theory, they could come over here, but it's across the water, and that requires a lot of coordination on the AI's part for naval invasions. Historically, they haven't been known to be really good at that. The Indian Romans are going after Japan and Western... Oh boy. This is a war. Oh yeah, let's go. Western Saka versus the Indian Romans? Oh, you bet your ass I'm sitting down for this. Oh, Western Saka, they know these lands are valuable to the Indian Romans, but can they hold it? And the Indian Romans actually have a little bit dedicated over here for besieging Japan. Can the mainland hold out, though? This is gonna get very, very interesting. Kashmir. Western Saka, are you sure you only want this stuff? You could be dedicating down here, push through, get the Ganges Delta, or Ganges River, get their capital, but, I mean, I guess this land is kind of valuable too. Okay, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so Napoleonic Brazil. What? Who declared this war? Did Napoleonic Italy declare war on Sevlion, Brazil? It looks like it. Oh, Nizhny Novgorod is in this too, actually. Finally, they get involved. They don't have access, you know, but they're involved. It's something. I mean, Sevlion isn't going to defend the mainland. That's just simple as that. And neither is Orgaya. The mainland is sacrificial. The real question is what's going to happen in the colonies. 42, 48. And Argentine, they've got a lot. I don't think Napoleonic Brazil is going to fare too well. That's just my thinking, though. Indian Romans, they're slowly making progress over in the west, but Saka's leaking out through the Himalayas. Indian Romans are more caught up in Japan right now, if anything. Where are their armies at? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's Japanese land. Okay, I get that. It's not. It doesn't mean you should go for it over there, but okay. It's really out of the way. Let's see what they got. Western Saka lacks the discipline and the morale. That's unfortunate. So yeah, Western Saka does need overwhelming numbers for these kinds of wars, these kinds of battles. It's not impossible because the Indian Romans are stretched very thin, but it's going to be a tough task. Oh sure, you besieged this up here, Napoleonic Brazil, but just wait. The two allied Sevlian colonies can strike back. All of these forts, holy shit, they do not stand a chance. They're like level 2 forts, or level 4. Napoleonic Italy has the quality, I bet. Way more discipline. Wait, what the hell is that morale? Unit pride, okay. Maybe I underestimated Napoleonic Brazil. It wouldn't be the first time I've underestimated an enemy. Napoleonic troops down in West Africa, though. Very curious how they'll fare against Argayan troops. Okay, Western Saka is actually dedicating over by the Khyber Pass now. That's actually good to see. Like I said, the Indian Romans are stretched thin. If Western Saka can pile up and make a concerted effort to, like, take overwhelming odds in a battle, then they'll win and they will be able to push in. But it's tough. It's very tough. Can you make it in time? They actually won. Nice job. We'll end this in August of 1760. And then we'll continue the war in the next part, because, I mean, I'm interested. Oh my god, Java got divvied up. Ew. There's so much partitioning going on. It's... Ugh. Still, though, it should be noted that the war goal is Japan. That's siege down. That's... In terms of, like, overall war goal stuff, the Indian Roman Empire is successful. It's more of a stalemate over here between Western Saka and the Indian Romans. Yeah. Damn, Napoleonic Brazil can actually fight. Oh no, this is Napoleonic Italy down here too. I don't see the half color. That's why not my colonies, Sevlion's colonies are getting fucked up. They still can't land anything up here in the Isles though. That's still ticking war score in the favor of República de la Estrella. Yeah. And I still don't know why Stein declared that war in the first place. And why did the Imperium declare this war too? I mean, Orgaya has 105,000 troops. if you can land over 100,000 troops, maybe you'll get somewhere, but you're not. Doesn't look like they will. And Orgaya and Sevlion, like, they're down to defend. Napoleonic Italy has the quality, but they can't get to the goal. I totally forgot to end it. I've been too busy talking. And hey, you know, Nizhny Novgorod is getting slightly involved too. I saw their troops. Yep. Indian Romans taking more of Japan. Simple as that. I don't understand why go after Orgaya. What do you want? Like, Steid wants all of this. None of it is related to Orgaya. Imperium wants all of Iberia and all this, and a little bit of Orgaya. Okay, that makes a little more sense, but nothing's happening. Oh wow, you're beating the Navy. Okay, land some fucking troops, and we'll see if you win. It's not feasible. What is the war goal actually in this? I'm curious. Take colony Alagoas. Oh, okay, well, I mean, okay, they won that easily. Napoleonic Italy is probably going to seize a lot of that. The Revolutionary War against the Low Countries. This is against Low Countries, Paradox, and Argentina. Argentina, it's time to strut your stuff, but that'll be in part 13. Because it is October, we're going to wrap this up. Alright. We're going to see if things get even more revolutionary around Europe. I do believe. Let's just see where else it's spread. Okay, it's spreading slightly outside of Europe, but not by much. We'll see if anyone else goes revolutionary part 13. And we'll see how these wars conclude. I mean, I don't know why Steid and the Imperium think that invading Orgaya is a sound thing to do, but I'm not going to judge them. That's just the AI being the AI. Napoleonic Italy is probably going to take this land in Brazil. And, well, Eastern Saka, yeah. Anyways, as for the end of this episode, we even have hegemons. I didn't notice. So, economic hegemon is being claimed by Napoleonic Italy. Remember, hegemons give a relations penalty with everyone around them. And the naval hegemon is being claimed by the Low Countries. So, as for the leaders of this episode on the leaderboard, or the main character board, we have Imperium. What the fuck? Oh, what's it called? Where did industrialization spawn at? Oh my god, they're floating so much cash. Okay. Some reason it's up there. I don't understand it, but okay. Yeah, we have the institution spawned in. So let's go back to the leaderboard. So in first place we have the Imperium. Second place we have the Indian Roman Empire. Third place we have the Revolutionary Landsknechts. Fourth place we have Steid. Fifth place we have Takir. Sixth place we have Napoleonic Italy. Seventh we have Sevlion. And eighth we have the Low Countries. That'll do it for now. Stay tuned for part 13 where we'll see how revolutionary we can get. Alright? I'll see you then.